Welcome all, this is the Australian Indie Wrestling Show, fellow wrestlers, trainees, event support staff, friends, foes, and everyone in between. If you've got a question, well, we've been doing so many interviews lately, Don, everyone's had questions. We never started out to be an interview show, but here we are, and Don, got to say this has been one of the most far-out interviews we've done so far.
Definitely the most interesting interview. The Puppeteer is the Puppeteer, and I thoroughly enjoyed the chat, so here it is for everyone to see.
Yeah, check out what the Puppeteer has to say about All-Star Wrestling ACW saga. All right, as promised, we have the one and only Puppeteer here, one person who is currently residing in New South Wales wrestling purgatory, stuck between the last 8 years of All-Star Wrestling and the future of ACW, yet to be signed, but maybe he can convince Hassan via the illusion of YouTube today. Puppeteer, great to have you.
Petit monsieur, il a dit que je vais être signé par ACW et j'aurai le contrat.
Don, you.
Sorry, yeah, no, I'm not catching that. I'm not.
No,
say that again.
Don, tu parles le français?
I don't think many of our listeners speak France or French, as yes. I should say.
Sorry, I thought I was on the French Carnival podcast.
No,
it must be on the Australian podcast.
Yes,
Australian Indie Wrestling. That's right, mate. And
Australian podcasts deserve an Aussie accent. The Aussie accent sounds like this. Hello there, I'm from Australia. No, sorry. Hello there, I'm from Australia. No.
Not quite, almost.
Hello there, I'm from Australia.
That's pretty close. I'm liking that one. That one's pretty, yeah.
Good. I
don't know, what else you got?
Okay, good. I'm happy.
Yep. Nah. All right.
Getting some acting lessons, doing the Aussie accent. No one will know I'm from the French Carnival.
Yes,
that's right.
No one will know.
It's great to have you on, Puppeteer, and well, we've got you on to really speak about the last 8 years of your life at All-Star Wrestling, but also the future of you've been involved in the ACW on and off. What's going on there, mate? You've probably seen both interviews, and in your view, who's been the most...
We had to call it in the middle with those two. They did bloody good.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to pick who's the good guy.
From your perspective, where does the truth lie in all of that? Where's the truth?
You know what? When Mitch... Here's where the truth lies, right? It lies with the Puppeteer. Nah, but you know what I thought was funny? Mitch Christmas, my favorite promoter. Sorry, old habits kicking in again. Well, Mitch said the truth will be somewhere in the middle. I thought that was very intelligent. He said that the Mitch you seen there is the real... Like Mitch, oh, cool, this guy's a cool dude, Mitch. And I don't know Hassan well enough yet to be like, oh, nah, Hassan has a different side to him, blah, 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 blah. I was in All-Star from late 2022 to 2026, so I wasn't there for the 8 years. I arrived as it had started doing a climax, which is pretty fortunate for me. And but I've been part of a lot because I was in basically every single tour, every single load on, every single load off. I was true team player, and every single group chat and all that and all of that. And I just, when they say, when they say soulmate, there was a time for me where All-Star was soulmate, but the thing is there's a thing with a partner, there is a thing as well, an ex or whatever. at the time it may have felt like soulmate, but it's actually temporary soulmate because things change, and
Talking about
I
the
can't.
honeymoon period.
Hey,
Talking about the honeymoon period over there, Puppeteer.
yeah, it's a funny thing. It's like relationships require work, and if you know you've given 110% and every fiber of your heart, soul, and mind, and every part of your being, you know that whatever you received, you actually deserved to get these things. All Star gave me things that maybe no other Fed probably would have, but I truly deserved what I got because you don't go and tell fans or like I don't go like you have to keep a bit of mystery. Like you can't just be like, wow, how'd you do that magic trick? Or fucking what's his name? Uh, Dan Archer, how'd you get big and muscly? Or Jimmy Zero, how'd you get big and muscly? It's like if you just say, yeah, I work really hard, well the mystery is gone. But behind the scenes of All Stars, there's like I look like the biggest show pony in the company, but I was also the biggest workhorse, and I'm not throwing anyone under the table. Like that's just the reality. There's someone has to carry it, and that is the thing that I feel like is a burden off my chest.
Okay.
Because that is Mitch Christen, who I call Mitch Christmas. He as I said, he's done a lot of good things for me. He gave me my own event, Popsmania. He made me win big moments. He allowed me to do great storylines. He made storylines better. He thought of great concepts for me or great storylines. Or if I had a concept, he would make it better. Like we worked really well for a very long time.
Yeah.
Like a great marriage, like both passionate, and I would call him a creative genius and all these things. But the only problem, which is why it's a burden off my chest, where I maybe one day I'll be like, oh, that Hassan guy's crazy or whatever. But right now, what's important for me is acknowledgement, validation, and appreciation. And that is the thing about Mitch Christen, the guy who ran All-Star, is I could look at one aspect and be like, you made me a star, and like it's been amazing, and it's been from a performance aspect, it's been the greatest thing that's ever happened to me in my whole performance history. Most likely, for sure, probably. But as much as I can put him over, I'm here to say the truth. And what I truly believe is that I don't know what the destiny was, but I believe that my frequency was going a certain direction, and if others are not in that frequency, they're not going to go that direction. They're gonna go do something else. I have that same belief about Keegan Brettle. When All Star shut down, he was like, I had a lot of faith. I was like, there's a reason why this is happening. I just don't know what it is.
So you're saying All-Star did shut down?
Yeah.
So Mitch, you're saying Mitch was shutting it down, All-Star Wrestling?
Yeah, he got the shits with a few things. Now this is what I believe, and you're gonna have to forgive me because I'm actually an arrogant person, so I'm gonna be talking a bit of shit. I believe there was his top 3 dudes and top 3 dudes. All right, so you've got Keegan Brettle, Jimmy Zero, and the Puppeteer. And when Jimmy Zero is having a meeting with the ACW dude, and Keegs is losing his passion, and he's saying he's interested in what the ACW dude is doing, and when Jimmy Zero is saying that him and Aries, his brother, is going to go and train at PWA because, you know, his idol, Robbie Eagles, is there, and that's what he wanted to do all along. Like, what happens to Mitch's passion, Mitch Christen? He's going to be like, well, fuck, this guy made you a star, little Jimmy 2 belts, and you're going to go with your idol, Robbie Eagles. Well, that's what Jimmy wanted to do when he was 16 years old, day one. He's like, day one of training, first day that All-Star did training, is like, I'm Jimmy, I'm 16 years old, and I'm just going to stay here for 2 years because I'm not 18 yet. And then I'll go to PWA where you have to be 18, I guess, or whatever. So he was on it straight away, but then he's like, no, I'm sticking around. And I literally told Jimmy, and I told Mitch, I said, Mitch, like, Jimmy's forced to lie to you because Mitch is like, well, if he's going to go there, I won't push him. And I was like, bro, then he has to lie to you then. And he's like, what, would you lie to me? I was like, yeah, I'd lie to you. You give me no choice. And I told Jimmy, you have to lie then. But then Jimmy literally was genuinely going to stick around at All-Star for a lot. Like, he looked genuine to me, and he stuck around. But then there comes that point where things just changed. And I remember within 30 seconds, Jimmy Zero posted like a photo on one of the little group chats of the ACW fucking that car, that Hilux beast thing. And then he's like, oh, that's where your meeting was. Little Alex Box, he's my friend, he's a little fucking slimy little ass kisser. And he's like screenshots shit and sends it to another group chat, blah, blah, blah. And then I got exposed by that little dork who had a video of like Tony Cruz entering at another Fed, AWE, and I was a last minute replacement announcement dude, and I didn't say shit. And then after that moment, Mitch was like, fuck this, I'm not doing this anymore. It was like within 30 seconds, that little dork Alex Box had look at me, boss, look at me, I'm screenshotting shit to you again. Oh, thanks, mate. Like, that didn't benefit Alex Box because now his company doesn't fucking exist. So ass kissing will get you nowhere. So
that's interesting. A very interesting story about how it all went down. I mean, Jimmy Zero starting young, he was doing all these trips to Japan. He was never, obviously, he was going to be loyal for as long as he had to be. He was always going to go somewhere else. He's got that passion and drive. He's been to Japan. He's going to want to keep going back. Like, he's not going to stay. And if he gets the opportunity to wrestle Robbie Eagles, who's his hero, and he gets told you can't do it, like, you can't go over, he's gonna just say, okay, well, I'll stay here. And then when he gets the opportunity, he's gonna wrestle Robbie Eagles because the guy has ambition.
In saying that, with Mitch Christen wants to build and protect his own stars, which I respect, that he would have at one stage gotten Robbie Eagles against Jimmy Zero, but he would have been like, but Robbie won't put you over. Like, that's like, he actually tried to build his own stars, which all feds probably should. So it wasn't not in the conversation, but it's like, I don't know, with this ACW guy, like, I feel like it's not just about, there's such a mystery to this dude because you're like, who is this ACW guy that comes out? You know, and then you got the smart marks who are having a field day because they're like, huh, this guy's crazy. And yeah, like,
show us your business plan.
Yeah.
You know, that was the best. Oh, I think you need to show us your business plan. Well, Hassan should say, I'm getting Saudi Arabia blood money.
That's the plan. Bangladesh blood
But
money, isn't it?
yeah, but like, see, that's the mystery with the ACW is like, oh, who's this guy or whatever. Like, but what I think is, I feel like I genuinely believe that belief can change the laws of the universe, and I believe that ACW guy Hassan believes, he has faith, and I think that is above everything. I think it's like a God thing, and
Field of Dreams moment.
yeah, it's like if you've got that, if you are what you are, you have that fire inside, and you are being what you are, then, and you are following the path of joy, not like I'm going to do this because it'll be good for my resume. Like, it's like, no, I'm going to do this because it's fucking sick. Well, then it's like things, you get all these synchronicities and all these cool things happening, and that's what I believe will end up happening. And on the way, yes, a lot of the smart marks in the comment section are going to have a big field day, but at the same time, there's going to be things that happen where everyone will be like, whoa, that's crazy. Sorry, I'm getting rid of this. There was a little thing on my little screen that popped up, and it's really screwed with my peripheral. Sorry about that. Yeah. So and the thing is, what I need to bury Mitch just a little bit. Mitch was a necessary boss, but he will never be a leader. And it really didn't take much to, like, it upsets me because, like,
to be honest, I always thought Keegan ran All-Star Wrestling from all the promotion and what you see on the shows and who's leading the shows and everything. I always thought Keegan had a big hand in, but apparently not.
He is the only guy who, like, has the balls to, like, just speak up. And towards the end, I felt like there was the crew of yes men that will just say, if Mitch says the sky is green and the grass is blue, they're all gonna go, yeah, you're right. And then I'll just be like, that's the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard. And then, like, I don't know, like, I feel like towards the end of just, out of those who are more close or whatever, he can be, me and him, I feel like we're not being yes men to some of that shit. And
is that where it all sort of broke apart between you guys?
No, like, he'll respect, Mitch will respect you if you speak your truth, but a lot of these other dorks, they are, I just hate to be like, behave how they behave, like, because I'm embarrassed for him, because, like, I feel like I'm just a true team player, and he just enables these cunts, and it really made me, like, my heart was in the storytelling and these fans and these kids smiling and all these things, but it was just so mentally draining to be surrounded by a bunch of ass-kissing yes men that surrounded him, and they're just so fucking lazy. And then it's like, when it comes to manly stuff and whatever, and doing the ring and doing the heavy lifting, these guys are just surrounding Mitch and talking to him, and that was just life at All-Star. And I was just like, man, like, I like, and some of these guys, like, I'm not gonna shit on any veteran or nothing. Like, you got, like, veterans which are doing more than our trainee guys that are getting, like, these somewhat pushes. Like, you got veterans like J-Law and B-Boy who have, like, this work ethic of team player, and it's like, you guys are veterans, you guys shouldn't be fucking doing this shit. And then you've got these yes men, little ass kisser fuckers who just therefore, oh no, that's Puppeteer's job, or that's Jordan Gilly's job, or whatever. And the reality is, if 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 you're a 1 year guy, a 2 year guy, or whatever, and that's what you're doing, you know, and you just want to stand around and socialize and ask kiss the boss, and the boss is just allowing it. Well, he's a fucking enabler, and whoever is doing that, which is fucking all of you fucking pieces of shit, you are not just pieces of shit. You guys are all disgusting pieces of shit. Every single one of you is a disgusting piece of shit. Is exactly what you are. Like, this is what you are. And that's like, if I go and call out these motherfuckers and say, like, this is disrespectful or whatever, I'm the bad guy. So how long is my passion going to last for a company where the boss is like, well, I do all this and I have sleepless nights, and he's doing all the shit that I don't want to do? I'm using him as a business opportunity in the same way that he should be using me as a business opportunity, where if he makes me the biggest star possible, then hopefully the kids come and cheer Puppeteer on, and we've got fan interest, and hopefully they want to come back.
Well, yeah.
But in the same way, he's elevating me and making me a star. But it's sort of like, you got to ask yourself whether something is a path of heart inside. And before he said he's going to shut down All-Star, I remember what my path was it was looking, honestly, I just feel like it was looking good for me, to be honest. But my creative, artistic self wasn't digging it. Like, as good as it sounded, as good as it was looking, the direction I was being pushed, it was looking really, really fucking good. But it just felt almost stale, and not like the things that like brought me so much joy, like these rivalries I had like with Tony Cruz or the Ringmaster, which was like so like ecstasy, compound interest on top of ecstasy of excitement. And then I literally sat down with my partner and I said, I want to know what the story is. Like, I can see the story unfolding, but it's not like a thing. It's not like this has to be, this is the right thing that needs to happen now. Like my spark wasn't like what it was. And I was like, I just need to know what the story is. Like, what parallel universe do I need to go to see what that story is? And we literally prayed to God, and we started visualizing and manifesting and all these things. And then like a week later, I was on tour. Me and Keegs were fighting with Mitch. There was all these crazy things happening. And then like I had beef with a referee, which I was like, do not bring this comeback or I'll fucking quit. And
beef with a referee? How do you get beef with a referee?
I used to be close with this guy, but I realized there's something wrong with this guy. And then Mitch got rid of the guy, and
so this made you. So you put All Stars in the past and ACW and other places, what's in the future for yourself. Now, in your opinion, should you have to hire the ring if you buy the company? Like, there's been accusations that Mitch was planning to charge Vulcan Championship Wrestling less than what he was going to charge Australian Championship Wrestling to hire the ring and all the stuff like that.
The thing is that the last tour we went to was it's after the company shut down. It was after the final Padstow show, goodbyes, opportunity thanks to this guy, all this shit. Like, and
so your Melbourne tour was after the final show?
Nah, that was the one where me and Keys were arguing a lot with Mitch, or I was. Yeah. Keys maybe not only at first, but I was a decent amount because it's like.
I got to admit, I went down and no one looked like they wanted to talk. Eh?
Really? What do you mean? Really?
Yeah. Oh, Keegan was happy, but everyone else had these solemn looks on their faces. It was a small show, and RBD was on the same night with Battle Championship Wrestling. So
fuck. Yeah. So I'm getting a little bit. All right. So I didn't want to cause trouble. I just felt bad for the ACW dude Hassan because that rumor only started because of me, and I didn't want to fucking start trouble. I just felt bad because I heard the way Mitch was talking, and it was I literally said to Keegs, and Keegs was like, "Oh fuck, bro." Like he's trying to look out for the ACW dude. Oh, you got to tell him, man. But I was, but not in a trying to start trouble way.
Keegan's a pretty straight up dude, eh?
Yeah, well, he's the only one who fucking he motherfuckers exactly, and so I was like I had this like bad feeling because I had like this memory on the tour that Mitch was like said it, but he said it like lightly or whatever, like. And I'm like, and he said something along the lines of that, like.
So said in jest is just like.
Yeah, like kind of like. I was just like, what the fuck's going on? Like I was like, so, what is it? He's like, well, I own the assets, I own the belts, I own all the this, and I own the ring and stuff. And if he wants it, he's gonna have to hide off me or something. I was like, oh, okay. I was like getting a little bit weird. Like I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even know what's going on anymore. Like, because. The
like
guy,
a feeling of limbo.
The ACW guy, the way he was talking about Mitch, he cared. He like felt bad for the dude, and wanted. He's like, oh, the guy might be a bit down at the moment. You know, he needs positivity and stuff. That's how he was talking. So I was just sort of like, whatever. Yeah. So I. Yes,
Speaking of the tag team belts, do you have them on you?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh God, here we go.
Never fucking went anywhere. It's right here. Still the champ, as you can see.
Was the cat's face always on it, or is that something you've added?
That's my favourite pet, Tinker. My dog Tinker's my favourite pet. This guy here, come here, Milo. He's fucking get here. He's third. He's a good boy.
Goodest boy.
He's a good boy. You don't like it, do you, Milo? Wee. He's all right. I got his Staffy, his second favourite. Tinker's my darling. Mitch said I was allowed to put my cat on it when I told him back when me and Zuzu used to tag. We wanted to win belts. But then Zuzu retired, so I never got to do this with Zuzu, sadly.
So, do you still consider yourself the All-Star Tag Team Champions with Keegan?
Yeah, well, or we could just add an S at the end, so I could be currently the last All-Star Tag Team Champ until fucking one of those other dorks, bloody Dancing Dave, wins it at some regional or something, Cobra or something maybe, and then but then that would mean that me and Keys will be the first All Stars with S at the end champ. Oh yeah,
is that the difference? Is it the S?
Yeah, I think the S changes everything. So you have these belts; they look exactly the same, but then the one with the lineage has the S at the end, and then the one who stole the lineage and just packed it into not this belt, an identical one. I don't know. So there'll be two identical ones, maybe.
It won't be identical if I know Hassan.
Yeah, well, maybe not for long. I don't know.
And we jealous.
Maybe ChatGPT will tell Hassan, "Hey, what are you doing with that belt?" He'll be like, "All right, boss. Please don't kill me, Overlord."
I I got to ask, were you jealous of Keegan being his tag team partner? Were you jealous of his #1 draft pick status for ACW?
Mate, I was so fucking pissed. I was like, what? Keys? Nah, that's fucking bullshit. Nah, I was fucking a little bit jealous. I was like, what a bad cat. So like 10% jealous and 90% like, what a fucking bad cat.
Yeah. Nice.
But the thing about Keeks, if I was the first draft pick, this is the thing why Keeks has charisma. He would be so happy for me. Not an ounce of jealousy, no ego or nothing. That's why this guy is popular with fans, because he'll go and talk to some old man or for like an hour, a disabled person for 2 hours, or some guy behind a bar.
Yeah, Don wouldn't give him 2 minutes.
Oh no.
Well, it depends on the day. If I'm busy, man, like I don't know if I can always stop. But you're saying Keegs is a man of the people.
100,000,000%. More than I am. He's the only one who fucking loves the fans. Like out of baby faces. I know that J-Law is like a heel, but like you can tell he wants the fans to have a good night. But like some baby faces are fucking full of shit, and they're fucking disgusting pieces of shit. And they come on there and they come out and they're like, cheer me, I'm better than you. I'm a wrestler. But they don't realize the fans are the stars, not you. You're a fucking mark. You're actually, what are you doing? You don't even have a character. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you're no dimes. So, it's all good.
Speaking of marks and wrestlers, is there anywhere else you want to wrestle into the future? Like, any other companies out there in Oz that you'd want to wrestle for?
Like, I respect a lot of companies because they're great and amazing. They have amazing talent. I don't want to say too much, but I like Birdman because he's a funny cunt. So I want to work with Birdman a little. Yeah. I'm trying to get an ACW contract. Where's Birdman? Like, I don't want to. It's all good. But I got some dudes who I'm somewhat loyal with. That sometimes I have to say no if I'm scared that I'm like, God, what are they gonna do? Nothing good. But if it's very creative and innovative, then I'm like, oh, that's cool. Right now, I don't know. Sorry, can I just finish one thing with when me and my partner was visualizing for good, because I believe in manifestation, visualization, law of attraction, all these great things, and trying to align in a positive state and choosing happiness because it's the better state than lack or whatever else. When we chose, and I was like, what is that path? And then All-Star shuts down. I have this burden off my fucking chest because I've got my reasons why. Sorry, I gotta just quickly go not having to do like 3-day tour where I'm doing 12 matches so that my concussions can just recover for an idiot for a little bit. So I was thinking of Dancing Dave kicking me in the fucking head. That's why I said idiot by accident. But and I love that fucking guy, but I don't know, man. I just feel like he's not being smart at the moment. But anyways, Mitch was gonna give me I bury this guy, but I put him over as well. He was gonna give me Popsmania, my own event, which is a good thing because it's gonna fucking draw, and I'm gonna do all the work, and I'm gonna spend all this fucking money and put in all this effort. And then it's a lot of energy and a lot of time and a lot of preparation. And the thing why that was a burden off my chest was because I realized the hardest part of doing a Popsmania #2 would be me arguing with Mitch. Because he'd be like, let's do a ladder match. And I'll be like, bro, why you want to do a ladder match with the tag teams? Like, let's do a gimmick. It's Popsmania. It's not ladder match night. Like, yeah, put a ladder in there, but I don't understand. Sometimes he's ribbing me, sometimes, but he just likes saying no because he wants to take credit for every single idea on the fucking planet, because this is his identity. I'm the genius promoter, and he is a genius, but he takes it too far because he's insecure. So when All-Star shut down, and then I get a call from Keegs, because he's the guy that opens all the fucking doors for every motherfucker. And he's saying, this ACW guy, man, I've never seen anything like this in Australia, blah, blah, blah. He's got all these big plans and like, it's really good. And like, some of it's like right up your alley. He loves you, bro. He loves the ringmaster. I was like, whoa. When I spoke to the ACW dude, Hassan, and all these things, and he's telling me his ideas and all these things, the way he's talking, my spark was back, because Mitch, great booker, even towards the end, but he lost his creativity, his storytelling. He wasn't doing storylines anymore because he went through a breakup and he lost his passion, and he just didn't want a bar of pro wrestling. He didn't want to do anything, and it was getting stale and stagnant. And then bang, I prayed for that timeline shift, and then holy fuck, everything changed. So I the reason why I believe ACW is going to succeed in the long run is because of reasons that don't make logical sense. I believe it from a spiritual standpoint, because I have faith in my heart, and I have faith that I'm on the right path, and where I'm headed, those who are in alignment to that frequency are going to be around me. And if that means it's Hassan ACW, a guy who believes in God and has faith and is strong in his faith and all these things, then to me that's the leader. And the way he talks to us, and the way he treats talent, and his appreciation, it's like the leader. Like I'm almost emotional. Like, this upsets me. Like, the lack of leadership at All-Star it upsets me, and that's why I am putting all my chips into Hassan, because the way he's talking is I feel his appreciation is what I feel.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I mean, I love to hear that. That's what's motivating you and what's bringing you to this point. So thanks for sharing that, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, no.
I thank you both as well for tonight.
Man. It's always good to have a bit of faith behind the heavily financed. I give you the tip, hey. So yeah, it's good to hear from you, Puppeteer, and we'll have to see what happens with yourself in the future. Is there anything else you want to get off your chest, mate, before we
No, I just want to say thank you so much to you both, and I'm so grateful you guys got me on. And I'm talking about the alignment and the frequency, and I feel like we got that alignment, brother.
Yeah,
we got that alignment.
Yep.
You guys are in the alignment.
Yeah,
frequency.
We're on the same frequency. Yeah, dig that.
You guys are the best version of yourselves. Everyone has to be what they are. If you play music, you have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do something else. You have to be what you are. And when you are being what you are, you have to, when making decisions, you have to choose the decision that excites you the most, even if it's not the best thing to put on your resume. Like, even if it's, I want to do a band in the garage with my friend instead of study a music course. If that's the one that excites you most, that's the one you have to do it. And that's when all the synchronicities are going to unfold. And you'll be like, whoa, because I did this happened.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt at All-Star for a long time, even though the lack of professionalism is what I believe really destroyed what that company could have been.
Yeah.
Words to live by. Lack of professionalism will destroy everyone's hopes and dreams and ambition. Just kills it.
That's why you got to use ChatGPT, fellas.
Yeah.
Well, not all the way, but it can be helpful in some ways.
There's no fucking way I'll ever use that shit ever. But you got to be what you are. I
was just about to ask, as a storyteller, how do you Yeah, how are you going to promote ChatGPT?
Yeah, but no, clearly not. Yeah.
You can have a storyline with ChatGPT, but you do not get ChatGPT to write that storyline. That's the rules.
That's how it works. Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna get some copy paste dog shit, and ChatGPT will say, and the fans are gonna cheer Puppeteer, and then you read that, you're like, bro, they're not gonna be cheering Puppeteer, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You can't get over.
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
Well, it was nice to chat to you, man. I appreciate you for coming on. It's been a ride, and it's been great to hear your thoughts and how your position in all this stuff that's going down. And we'll hope to hear and see from you more again soon.
Thank you so much. God bless you both. You little champ, Tinker, the puppet. I'm sending you much love. Take care of the ladies. Make sure they're satisfied. And life's good.
Thanks everyone tuning in. That was Australian Indie Wrestling for this week.